Hey guys, welcome again. I'm Mohammed Diab from Bisaria Studio. I believe that you would give much better work as long as you familiarize yourself with your working area. You just give a better production in your own atmosphere. That's why we're going for this tutorial today, customizing your working area and navigating your viewports. So just prepare yourself for a second tutorial in 3ds Max and let's get started. Well, customizing 3ds Max isn't so hard. It's simple. Here's your default interface colors. You can change that from the customizing menu here, clicking on custom user interface and default switcher, and here we go. You can choose between the two, dark colored interface and the light colored one. But for me, I prefer the light colored interface as it relieves my eyes, especially when working on 3ds Max for many hours. So I'm gonna click cancel on that. At the beginning, you have to understand the difference between the perspective view and the orthographic one. For the perspective view, it's a 3D overview of your shape, dealing with three axes, the X, the Y, and the Z axis. But for the orthographic view, it's a perpendicular image of your shape, actually a 2D view with only two axes. So managing your shape from different views is giving you a better control of your model. And as we said before, when starting 3ds Max, you have those four viewports here. You might have only one viewport as a default starting Max. You can change this by clicking on this button here below, maximizing your viewports or just collapsing them into those four, or simply hitting the hotkey. We can't assign more than four viewports at a time, just keep it in mind, but we can control them, collapsing them into one viewport just as we say, or resizing them if we want to keep them all. As you see here, if you go to the borders between two of those viewports here, you have this double-sided arrow, and you can click, hold, and drag just to do the resizing. Well, selecting one of those viewports here, giving you that yellow highlight surrounding the viewport, that means you can navigate this one and customize it. Then you have here those brilliant view cubes allowing you to navigate your viewports. Later on, I'm showing you how to use them. Then you have this one here indicating your view. Actually, clicking on that enables you to choose among those different views here, or you can use these hotkeys here, or are listed. Then you can change and configure your layout, clicking on this plus sign here, as you see, then going to configure, and you just get this panel here controlling the layout or the view cubes. Well, for the layout, you can choose among all of those formations here. You can choose to make the only one viewport, or just three viewports with different formations, as I said. And I prefer this one, or you can even go further and changing this here. Then you can choose your view cube configuration. You can just control its size and opacity, then click OK, and everything is assigned. Well, something newly added to 3ds Max 2011's version is the ability to minimize your command panel here and converting it into some kind of flying out menu, giving you much more space for your working area. As you see here, just click minimize and it's gone. If you just go here, coming out, and this way that gives you a better working area. Even the modeling ribbon, you can control it viewing the full ribbon, switching it to a vertical ribbon or a horizontal one. As you see here, the ribbon configuration, then you go for the switch to vertical ribbon, and it's go from here just to this one, and if you can if you want to get it back, then you just click to dock to the left or the right, as you see here. Finally, you're the one who's going to customize your own layout and configuration. So as we said before, just try to familiarize yourself. Now let's go for the navigation part. Now let's go for a navigation 3ds Max, the tools you're dealing with the most. As long as you see those tools down there, an easy alternative are in the palm of your hands. It's the mouse. as it's not possible every time you want to zoom in or out your viewport or just changing your view. You go there for every single tool. So here's the view cube. Those are the view cubes here. Actually, it gives you access for a quick managing of your views. As you see here, if I click on the left, so it's go for the left, this corner here between the top and the left, or you just, you know, do this. You can also do this, and if you were go back home for a perspective, just click here. Now for navigating your viewports, clicking on the mouse wheel, not scrolling, just clicking on it like that, you have the pan tool. So this is the pan tool here, and this is the alternative of the pan tool. Now scrolling your wheel up and down gives you the zooming in and out tool, this one, and the alternative here is scrolling up and down. Clicking on mouse wheel and plus alt button and just moving your mouse around, that actually enables you to orbit around your grid. And that's only for a perspective view, not for the orthographic. So just remember that, because see this, if you just do that in the orthographic, it's no more a front view. It goes into this, so you have to go back for the front view. Just keep in mind that the orbit tool is only for the perspective view. Now I guess this is all. Only you have here this extends all, zoom extending. This zoom extent actually giving your shape into the viewport. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next tutorial.